Hi bestie, I welcome you all back to my channel. I am Aisha. In this video, I'll be showing you how to cut and sew this trendy side flare skirt. Thank you all for your support. God bless you all. If you are new to my channel, kindly click on the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. Stay tuned to the end of the tutorial. I have a video on how to cut the body of the top and the sleeve. I will be dropping the link below for you to watch. I have my material here with me. I have 3 yards of silk material and I have lining that I will be using to lining it. So this is it. I will be drafting it on this pattern paper first before placing it on the main fabric. You can see it. So I've drafted my skirt out. The full length of the skirt is 27 inches and I will be making use of 2.5 inch for the band. So you come here, you remove your 2.5 inch. So I remove my 2.5 inch, you can see. So from here I remove 2.5 inch, so I measure it downward. You can see I have 27 inches here. So and from here, the hip, for you to get the hip length, so I'm making use of 9 inches for my hip length. So you remove this same 2.5 inch for us to get the hip length. You can see this is the hip length and this is the new length. I'm making use of 18 inches for my new length. You can see it. And I've taken my circumference measurement. The waist I'm using is 38. So I have 38 and the hip I'm using is 42. I'm making use of 42 for the hip. So this is the hip. And the new. So I'm making use of 38 inches also at the new. So this is it. You can see it. For this particular skirt I'm about to cut, I will not be adding that to it. It's dartless, so you can see it. So no need of adding that to it. So now we'll come to the side here. You know, we've already removed our inches for the band. So I'll come here. I'll come to this side here. This side, you can see, I'll measure 3 inches downward from here. I'll be taking 3 inches downward. So I'll measure 3 inches downward. So this is my 3 inches. So this is where my 3 inches stop. You can see it. And I'll come to the down aspect here. This down aspect here. So I'll be making use of 7 inches for the wideness at the down aspect here. So if I should divide 7 inches by 2, that will give me 3.5. So I'll come to the down aspect here. I'll measure 3.5. So this is my 3.5. You can see this is where my 3.5 stop. So now we need to shape this side to meet here. So I will be shaping it now to meet this where our 3 inches stop. So I will be making use of my pencil first before making use of the marker. So this is it. I'm okay with the shape. You can see it. So now I will be using my marker to trace it out. So this is our shape. So now I'll be cutting it out. So you can see. So this is what we have. You can see it. We don't need this side again. I will be explaining the flay aspect of the skirt. So assuming this is our fabric, so we have our fabric this way. You fold your fabric into four. So you pick it and fold it this way. The way we fold our 360-degree flay. So you fold it into four like this. You can see. So this is it. You fold your fabric into four. But what makes the flay to be full is the wideness of this upper part. The wideness of this upper part will determine the fullness of the flay. So if you should fold your fabric this way, and the length you are using, you will be taking the length now. As for me, I'm making use of 27 inches for my full length of my skirt, and I removed 3 inches at the hip side. When I was drafting it, you saw it. I removed 3 inches at the hip side. So the remaining inches, after the, if I should remove 3 inches from the 27, that will remain 24 inches. So that 24 inches, I will come here, I will come to this point, this center point here. You know, we fold our fabric into four, you can see. So you come to this center point here. So you measure that your 24 inches. So assuming this is our 24 inches. So let's make use of 5 as our 24 inches. So assuming this is our 24 inches. So assuming this is our 24 inches, I'm just using this 5 inches as 24 inches. So this is it. So this is our 24 inches. That's the length that remained for the flare. So, and you come to this side also. You measure that 24 inches. This is it. So this is 5 inches. So the inches that remain, you know, we are going to add gathers to it. So you make sure you have enough. How full do you want your gathers to be? So determine here. Here will determine that the fullness of your gathers. The remaining inches here will determine the fullness of your gathers. So if you should have enough material here, so you can just add it and just shape it from here. You had your joining allowance to it. You know, we are going to join it. So you had your joining allowance. We are going to join it at this upper part here and at the down aspect. So you had your 1 inch joining allowance to it. So because we'll fold it at the down and we'll join it to the side here. So you had your joining allowance to it. So from here, we'll measure, we'll maintain this 5 inches to this point, so to this center point like this. You can see the center point. So we maintain that 5 inches. So okay, we have 5.5 now with the joint, with the inches here. You can see with the folding allowance. So this is it. You can see. So now we will just bring it this way. From here now, we will just bring it like this. You can see. So you bring it to meet the inches that you have, the left inches that you have that you are going to use for the gathers. You leave it this way. So that's just it for the how to cut the flare. So this is it. You leave it like this. You can see you leave it like this. But for you to get the vertical or horizontal on your pattern, if you are using something like this, so if you are using something like this, for you to get how to place your flare, so we have this material. So this is vertical. You can see this is vertical. So this is vertical in this way, like this. And this is horizontal. You can see. So this is horizontal like this. So if I want to use it in vertical, if I'm using this center, you can see this center one that I cut, this center one that I cut. If I'm using it in vertical line, if I cut it, if I place it like this when I was cutting it, if I should place it like this when I was cutting it, you can see, if I place it like this when I was cutting it. So that means if I want to fold my flare, I will need to use it horizontally. I will fold it horizontally like this. You can see, for me to get this shape, You can see. So if you are folding your flare, you fold your flare in this horizontal way, in like this. You fold it like this, the way I fold this into 4 pieces. You fold it like this, but make it horizontal for you to get for the center of this center, for this center to be vertical and the side to be vertical after joining, for you to get that vertical after joining. So you make use of it when you are cutting this center. You make use of it vertically, and when you are cutting the flare, you make use of it horizontally. You place it like this, you fold it like this horizontally and cut your flare. You can see you cut your flare like this, and when we place it on it, it will give us something different. So this is it. If you are using it horizontally, this is our horizontal. If you are using it horizontally like this, if you are using the center horizontally, so that means if you are cutting your flare, you will cut it vertically. So you fold your flare this way. You can see you fold it like this. You fold it like this and cut your flare. If you are making use of this center horizontally, you cut your flare vertically for you to get the shape, that shape for this, for you to get that shape if you want it to look right. But as for me, I'm not making use of vertical. I want my to be vertical at the center and horizontal at the side. I'll be cutting my center part, this center vertically and the flare vertically. If I should place the one I cut vertically at the side here, it will give me horizontal look at the side. So let me make use of this for you to see what so this is it. So let's cut one of this. So we are placing it this way. So assuming this is our side, so we are placing it this way. So we want it to look like this. So assuming this is the one I cut, you can see. So I just give it, so don't mind the shape, I just give it, I just want to use it for sample. So now if I want to fold my flare, I will fold it this way. You can see this is vertical, so I'll fold it horizontal like this. So let me cut one of this for you to see. So let me cut this out. Cut your flare out like this. You cut your flare. This is how you will cut it. You cut it like this. You are not making use of radius here. No need of radius. So you cut it round like this and open it like this. So after open, you slit it into two. You slit it into two. You can see two flare now. So you can see we have two flare. This is it. You split it into two. You place it like this. You can see. So you place it like this and you add your gathers to it. So let me cut one of this for me to place it at the side so that you will see what you can see. So this is it. You can see it. So now I will pick it this way. You can see if I should pick it this way. So now if I should sew it like this, did you see? If I should sew it like this, did you see? Did you see what I'm saying? So you can see that the line is the same. So if I should place it like this, you see, if we place it like this, you see what it brings. So that's how to get your vertical and horizontal. If you want it to be vertical at the center and vertical at the side, you make use of vertical at the center, and when folding the flare, you fold it in horizontal way. You check your pattern, as in the stripe on your material. So you check it, you fold it in horizontal way and cut out your flare. So now I'll be cutting my flare out and I will be showing you the sewing aspect of it. I'll fold my fabric into 4. So this is it. I use office pin to hold it there. So this is the side, you can see. So you fold it into 4. This is it. I use it to hold it at the center. I use office pin to hold it, as in the material is a shaking material, so you need to use your office pin to hold it for it to lay very well. So you fold it into four. You place your material this way. You can see the way I place it. So I'll come to this side here. So I'll measure 2 inches. I'll add 2 inches sewing allowance to it. You see. So I'll come to the down aspect here also. I'll add 2 inches to this down aspect also. So I'll come here. I'll add 2 inches to this down aspect here. And I will add half inch to hit. We'll be joining it. So you add your half inch to this side, to this curvy side. So you add your half inch to there. You can see. So you can see it. So this is it. So now I will be cutting it out. So I've cut out the front and the back aspect. This is the front and this is the back aspect. You add your zip allowance to the back aspect. So this is it. So now I will be cutting out the line. I will be placing it on the line and cut out the line. Let me do that. So this is the center of the skirt. So we'll pick the main fabric, both the front and back. I will be joining it at the side. So I will join the front and the back aspect together at the side. You make use of your circumference measurement in joining it. So this is it. Same thing applies to the lining. See, this is the flare and this is the lining. So I will be joining it at the down aspect together first. So we need to turn the down aspect of the flare, you can see. So I will be turning it with the lining. So let me do that. You pick it this way and place your sewing on the down aspect all round. This is it. I'm done with the sewing. So I've sewn it at the down aspect. You can see it with the lining. You sew it all round. So now we'll turn it to the front. So and we need to place our iron on it so that it will lay. So I will need to iron it. So let me do that. And I've ironed it. You can see it. So this is the front and this is the back aspect. So now I will be placing sewing on this upper part. So this upper part, I will be placing sewing on it downward. So let me do that. So I'm done with the turning. So this is it. So I've joined it at the upper part also. So now we'll place it together this way. We'll bring it together this way. So you bring the two like this, you can see. So you bring it together for us to get the midpoint. So this is my midpoint, the center point here. I'll be placing it on it first before adding my gathers. So the remaining one at the center, I will use it to add the gathers to it. So this is the center, the one that we join at the side. So you come here. So you can see that I've notched this side. The 2 inches for the folding, the one that we'll be using for the folding. So this is where the 2 inches stop. So I will come here. So I will come to this point here. So from this point, I will be adding my flare to it. So I will start my flare from here. So from where we notch, so you can see. So that's where I will start my flare. You open your inseam at the inner part this way, you can see. So you open it this way and you iron it. So I've done that and I will bring it in. Supposing I have enough material, so all here will be gathers, you can see. So this is what is left, you can see it, this is what is left. So I will stop my sewing here first. I will pick it at this other side, so I will start my sewing from where I notch. So I will start it to the other side. So this is what we have left, so you can see. So now I will add my gather stitching to this little one we have. So you add your gather stitching to it. I'll give it gathers, you can see. Make sure it's equal with this. You can see this is it. So now I will be placing my sewing on it. Make sure it's equal at this center point. You can see, follow this center point to place it so that everything will be equal. So one side will not be fuller than the other side. You can see, so this is it at the side to the back aspect. So I will advise, if you are cutting yours, make use of 4 yard. So same thing applies to the other side. I've joined the fillet to the two sides. You can see it. So this is it. This is the back aspect and this is the front aspect. You can see both sides. So this is the lining. So I've joined the lining also at the side. You can see. So this is the lining. I'll be using the lining to turn the skirt. So this is the center of the skirt. The right side facing the right side. So you pick the right side of the lining facing the right side of the skirt first. So at this down aspect, I'll be turning it first at this down aspect of the center front. So this is it. So I've used it to turn it. Now you bring the lining to the side here. So I will be placing this at the back aspect this way, like this downward. So I'll sew it at the back. You can see. You can see. So you sew the lining to the back aspect like this. So I stop my sewing here first. So I'll come here. I will join this side and this side together this way. You can see it. So this is it. So you can see. So this is it. We should turn it to the right side. You can see. So this is how the inner aspect will look. You can see the inner part. So it must be neat. You can see. So this is the inner part. So same thing applies to the other side. So let me do that. See, I've turned the inside of the skirt. So I'm done with the two side. So this is it. So now remaining the zip side. So I'll be turning the zip side too. So I'll turn the zip side. I'll pick it and turn it with the lining. So let me do that. You pick the material and the lining together this way. So you can see, so this is the back aspect, the zip side. This is it. So same thing applies to the other side. See, this is it. I've sewed the center back in. So I've turned it with the lining. You can see I turned the center back with the lining. Place sewing on this waist part, the waist part, you can see. So we'll place sewing on it. At the center front here, I came down by 1 inch. You can see it. So this is it. I slant it. I give it a slant shape at the center of the front aspect to the side. So the center of the front aspect to the side, you will come down by 1 inch at the center and you give it a slant shape to meet the side. So and you cut it out. So for our skirt to have shape at the front aspect before joining the band to it. So let me place sewing on that. So you can see, so this is it. You can see it. So now we'll be adding band to it. So this is my band. I've cut out the band, so you can see. So this is it. So I have a video on how to cut band and fix it. So now I'll be placing the band on this waist. I'm done with the band, so and I've fixed my zip at the back. So this is it. You can see. So this is it. So here's the flea. You can see how full it is. You can see this one side of the flea, and this is the other side of the flea. You can see it. So this is it, and this is the inner part. You can see. So this is the inner part of our skirt. So you can see the inner part. So this is it. So this is it. So that's all about our skirt. If you find this video helpful, kindly give it a thumbs up. If you have any question or suggestion, you can drop it in the comment section below. Kindly subscribe to my channel and make sure you turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. Thanks for watching. Bye.